Welcome back to Drip Music X, Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, on the Drip Music X Twitter and YouTube Live. Most nights we have special guests. We have a special guest tonight. Before we bring the special guests up, Fresh Dash, how y'all doing tonight? Hopefully you don't work at Walmart, Amazon, or UPS.
Hi. Hi.
Okay, he's AI Fresh tonight.
Oh man, it's been one of those days. I was in the dentist chair for 2.5 hours for a root canal. My mouth's killing.
Yeah, it's the worst, man.
But we're here and we're gonna have some fun tonight, I think.
Show's canceled.
Damn. It's canceled 1 minute in.
Yeah.
Well, we have a guest that is a vocalist that has some accolades. And we're going to find out about what this vocalist is. This is MyekahB. Is that right, MyekahB?
Micah.
Micah, that's right. Micah.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having
There
me
he
on.
is.
What's up, Micah? How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for having me on, guys.
Thank you for joining us, Micah. All ready and set up. I love your action figures in the background.
Thank you.
You got a great background.
Yeah, I'm actually working on getting a He-Man convention up and running in California right now. So.
Oh, hell yeah. That's dope.
He-Man's the big thing.
Oh, yeah. It's a big thing from the 80s.
You know He-Man, Mike. Come on now.
No, but I'm saying it's a big thing, though. I mean, like in the Comic-Con kind of community, that's a big thing.
Oh yeah, it has its own following. So like we're not just having like one of those little, backroom conventions. We got the Torrance Marriott and we got a big convention already set up to go.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
So Micah, you've been doing music for how long?
I've been a vocalist since 2010, and I kind of accidentally discovered I was a vocalist at that time and just kind of pursued it ever since.
What was the accident? How did you accidentally discover it?
Prior to 2010, I was just like a computer nerd type, messing around on the computer, building websites, doing all coding, all that kind of stuff. And then my friend, he worked like on the One campaign, which was the U2, where you'd sell these white wristbands for AIDS in Africa and stuff. And so he had a house out in Aliso Viejo, California, and he wanted me to come up because they were filming like a video for One where each person like sings a part. And I told him like I don't sing, so I don't really want to do it. But he's like, just try. So I did that, and it's like he's like, "Oh, what are you talking about? You don't sing. You were perfect in the part." So I'm like, Ugh. So I kind of got a vocal coach, and kind of worked with her for a few months. But she told me like, you really like, I'm at the point where most of her students, get to when she works on them for a while. So she said all she could do is really polish me up. So I kind of like stopped going to her when she started spending a half an hour talking about her personal life, because I figured, okay, she doesn't have anything left to do with me, so I've just been a solo ever since.
So before you accidentally discovered it, you had never sung in like church or school or anything? It just the first time you sung and you were shocked to yourself? It's just like, what?
Well, I didn't even know I just did my part, which is like,
right.
what 10 seconds, and I didn't even know. Like I just, I thought maybe it was just because I knew the song. I didn't know.
Wow.
You didn't know that you had a good singing voice?
No, I never sang before. Like I was literally, since a kid, we had the Commodore 64, and my mom bought me a coding book, and I started to try to code my own games, and then we got the PC, and then we got the Nintendo. Like I just was just like a nerd. I didn't even really listen to music that much. I had like listened to U2, some new wave in the 80s, but for the most part I wasn't like a music person. Right, I was more like a tech person, building computers, putting them together, from scratch, all that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is it,
But it help
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
it helps me now because I have a weird mind. Like, I used to have a producer, and I'd go to him and I'd watch how he produced songs. And so now I can I produce my own stuff because I literally just watched what he did, and it just it's like photo synthesis or whatever inside my mind, where like I know exactly what he was doing and I do exactly what he does, and I didn't even have to be taught that. So it's
What is
to get
what do you use to produce your stuff with? Use software,
Studio
hardware?
One.
Okay, Studio One.
Studio One, it doesn't crash as much as Pro Tools, even though more people use Pro Tools.
Hey, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Pro Tools is junk. Screw Pro
Yeah.
Tools. Hey,
Yeah.
you're paying for expensive nonsense.
Yeah.
That's all that is. But yeah, that's cool, man. I could see how your background in coding and all that could translate over into being able to work Studio One and other type of music production platforms. It's not exactly the same, but there is like the pattern recognition. Coding, you got patterns, and then of course in producing, you got patterns. So that's interesting to see that switch over from the other side. So do you still code and stuff? You do everything, sing and code?
No, it's been like probably like over 10 years since I code, and now the code's all different. Like, and
Yeah,
what really drives me nuts is like I had to make a website, and HTML is pretty much gone, and the website's like all WordPress and click and drag and all, and I just like it's almost like now I'm in an alien world because I don't know that kind of stuff. It's too basic for me, you know.
how
I want to code.
do you
I
feel
want to
about
code.
AI?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you feel that way about AI? It's real basic because it's even easier to do things with it.
No, because so AI, like, here's the issue with AI. I know a lot of uh musicians that say they'll never use it, and they're afraid of it because they're like, oh, people can type in just what kind of song they want, and it'll pop out. But like, I don't know if it's my technical mind, or if they just don't want to look into it farther, but I found out that with AI, you can type in, make me a song about a cat or whatever, and it's gonna spit out something really generic and basic.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for you to make something good with AI, you have to put your own lyrics in there. You have to know how to tell it what you want. You can't just type in, like, yeah, there's people typing in they want this song and using it on their YouTube videos, and it's a basic generic. I mean, you might
Right.
as well use the songs that YouTube has, like, that you can just choose for your videos, because it's that generic.
Yeah.
And so what I tell the people I know that don't want to mess with AI is, like, first of all, it's here to stay, and so you need to learn how to use it. And
Big
it's
facts.
not going to take away your career if you know how to use it. If you add your own lyrics, if you add your own vocals or instruments or whatever you can to the existing product that it produces, it makes it your own. And you have to do that because, like, we're in a new age where AI is kind of like the auto tune back in the day when everybody was like, oh, now you can fix your voice. But it's used, everybody uses it. So it's just, you got to get used to it. You got to accept it because it's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
You know?
that's facts. And
Yeah.
and Spotify, I believe, came out with numbers recently. Like 85% of the top music was all just AI music, and not even artists who are doing it. The industry can easily just start replacing artists with AI artists if they want to. So you gotta stay ahead of the curve, or at least compete with what the industry is going to try to do. And they're going to use AI. They already are.
Yeah, exactly. But even no matter how much you use AI, if you bring your own, your own lyrics, your own take on a song,
Correct. Yeah.
AI can't. If you start listening to AI music, you're gonna hear repetitive. Even when I put my own lyrics into AI, and AI does for me what I had a producer, he moved away, and I haven't been able to release a song in like 5 years because I don't have anybody that is going to charge me like $1,000 to compose a song.
You're right.
And so I'll put my lyrics into AI, and it will add some stuff, like kind of like to smooth it. Like my producer would be like, well, let's add this and this, and it'll make it, it'll make it flow better. And so it'll add a little bit to it, and then sometimes it adds stuff that just is repetitive. So I change what it adds to something that kind of flows the same way, and then so it kind of like inspires me to keep what it had but change it up a little bit so it doesn't sound like the same thing over and over again. And so I kind of like learned that trick to it.
It's a good point. It's a good point. It being like a producer, where a producer will go in and not just say maybe there needs to be a bridge here, but add a bridge and have a little lyrics for you ready, or something that inspires you from a lyric. So it's really not that far off. That's not a point I'd heard yet on the production side, using it like that.
No, it does exactly what so I would basically play a song on guitar, streamlined, just an acoustic guitar, and my lyrics, me singing to it, and he would play the keyboard and the guitar and the drums and everything, and he'd compose the song for me. And then he'd say, like, here's your lyrics, but we need to add a bridge, or we should add like another chorus, and you should add this, and here's some lyrics maybe you can throw in there, or some ahs or something, and it'll make it more big and epic. Because I was coming in with acoustic, and so when you're trying to take acoustic and make it into like a big song, there's some changes even in the lyrics you have to make, to make it. If I want to what do they call, like a stadium song, ballad or something, you want to add some stuff. So he would do that, and a lot of people might say right now, well, you're taking the job away from a producer. But the reality for me, as a reality for a lot of people, is music is different than it was 10 years ago. Like 10 years ago, you could make a song, you could sell it on iTunes, you get profit. Now, once you put a song out, it's going to go on streaming. When I put my song through CD Baby, it goes straight to streaming. It like goes straight to YouTube. It means everybody can basically have it for free. And so I can't pay a producer $500 to $1,000 right now to get a song out, because I'm not going to get anything back. If I start getting a lot of streams and all that kind of stuff, I can start hiring producers, because then I'll be having income from my songs. But right now, it just, nobody doing music can really afford to hire somebody to compose their songs and everything unless they already have a band and everything set up.
Yeah. The entry is not free to be able to sell music, that's for sure. You can be out on the side of the street with guitar or whatever playing, and maybe get some tips and stuff, but to get your music heard all around the world, you got to do the same thing that the people who are at the top are doing, the same industry people,
Exactly. And they have the money to pay producers, and so that's why for 5 years I haven't had a song, and then suddenly I figured out how to. When AI first started making songs, it was horrible. I couldn't even do anything with it. It just sounded horrible. But in the last year, I've been able to kind of work with it to the point where, you heard the Sweet Rotting Corpse song, which is something, I'm sure AI would not generate that out of the blue. But so I worked on that song, and I think that came out, pretty, how do I explain it? Commercial sounding. And I didn't use a producer. My vocals and everything were self-produced, and then the instrumentals and stuff is supplied by AI. But I was happy with, I was happy without it. It would have been probably like a $1,500 song if a producer put that together for me.
Is it cool if we play it?
What was that?
Is it cool if we play it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, cool.
I think I have it promoting right now again.
Yeah, we're playing it straight from your YouTube channel on screen, so they can see it's your YouTube.
Cool.
Fingers like whispers clutch the night. Moon hangs heavy, sickly light. Dirt under nails digging deep. Love's not dead, it just won't sleep. Sweet rotting, the corpse of man. Lips decay, still tastes like wine. Sweet rotting, love's divine.
Sure.
You stay with me beyond the line. Graveyard blooms in autumn's breath. Hollow vows defy the dead. Shadows walks, the wind will hum. A hymn for hearts that come undone. Your touch is cold, but I don't care. Rock sets in, I'm still aware. Sweet rotting, corpse of mine. Lips decay, still tastes like wine. Sweet rotting, love's divine. You stay with me beyond the line. Bone to bone, time will grind, but your ghost still tangles mine. Ash to ash, flesh to dust, love remains, it turns to rust. Bone to bone, time will grind, but your ghost still tangles mine. Ash to ash, flesh to dust, love remains, it turns to rust.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
There we go.
What
Yeah, I don't know if that's
oh, go ahead.
I don't know with that song. I was like, I gotta try to get something that's gonna catch people's attention. So I'm like, I'm gonna do like, let's do a Sweet Rotting Corpse of Mine and see if I can get the shock factor in there, And it's kind of like the story where the guy digs up the girl because she's dead, but in the end he finds out he was actually dead too, and he was a ghost, and he was just living that out. And one funny story regarding this song is this song was finished at the end of August, and I submitted it to CD Baby. I think it was like August 5th, and then it was already submitted, and people were like, "Oh, you can't release that because that David thing happened." And they're gonna be like, they said people are gonna be like, "You're playing off of that." I'm like, I literally, if you look at my YouTube, the first one I sent out, which is on private, I'm like, it was like the 5th of September, I submitted it, and I'm like, so, but like, no, people, and I have not had anybody one time, say that, but I had all these people saying.
What's the correlation? What is it
So-
that's correlating to that? Or they said not to drop?
This kid David,
So,
his young girlfriend found dead in his trunk.
I didn't hear that.
yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a stretch to say somebody's song is exactly about that. But even if it was exactly about that, I mean, Eminem has plenty of songs about his girlfriend being dead in trunk. So, well, it's not. What are we talking about? Yeah, I wouldn't listen to those people, man. People
Yeah,
are
yeah.
crazy, man.
They're gonna complain about something anyways.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's the thing. They'll figure out something to complain about. But it seems
Yeah.
like AI has reawakened your passion for music? Because you were saying you had the lack of resources from not being able to pay for a producer, and that now you're set free as an artist, I guess you could say.
That would be exactly the case. I mean, between original songs, I did a lot of covers. And so I basically was working off covers, but as far as an original would go, I mean, I have a lot of, songs written and stuff, but I just didn't have any way to get them out.
Right.
And now I do. I mean, previously to the Rotting Corpse song, I had a 80s new wave song, which was a totally different genre. The video was all shot instead of AI, so it was like I tried to shoot it and make it look like an 80s 80, like it was a video from the 80s, because the song was 80s new wave, and the music again was AI. I asked it, like, I want it to sound like an 80s new wave song. I had the lyrics, and it came out with a very convincing 80s new wave song for me. And that's, a producer would have been able to do that for me if I asked them. But again, like, the producer I had, he charged me $50 for a song. But anybody else I've talked to, it's like 500 minimum, up to like $2,000. So
Yeah. Especially including all the mix and mastering and everything, like the whole entire package. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, now we have e-mastered, so I don't like it. To me, e-master does a great job of mastering the songs. Like, it's an AI mastering. It, like,
Yeah.
I don't once I use that and I come back, I'm like, I can't really find anything to tweak, because it does pretty much a perfect job for me.
Yeah, the AI mastering software so far is multiple. They're all pretty good from what
Yeah.
I've looked at or used, for sure. On a
Yeah.
different note, what is your jacket, man? This is a really dope jacket. Yeah, like,
What that I'm
yeah,
wearing right here?
yeah.
Oh, it's not a jacket. It's just it's a button-up shirt, and then this is like an old
Oh,
I don't know what
okay.
they call, like, sometimes it's kind of like a link back in Victorian, I guess, steampunk, and then this is like a chain that comes down, and like it kind of looks like a watch, or like, so it's kind of like got a like semi steampunk look going.
I
But
got
yeah,
you. I thought with those it was like a whole steampunk like type of jacket, but it's a black shirt. That's pretty cool. He's able to make it look like that steampunk, and and it's just a black polo. It's pretty good
yeah.
stuff there.
Thank you.
So, are you specific to any genre, or it sounds like you pretty much will sing whatever comes to you?
Yeah, I actually do everything, and that is something I disagree on the industry, professionals, in that I did a X Factor a couple times, and I made it from 19,000 people to the last 500.
Wow.
And I saw, so how X Factor works is you don't see the judges, you see producers first, and they cut everybody down and they call 50 people back from 500. And so I made it all the way to the end, where I saw the head producer twice. And both times he's like, the first time he's like, you did Johnny Cash, and you did Adam Lambert, and you did Muse, and you did Phantom of the Opera. He's like, you got to find one and pick one and make that you, because it has to be you. And I'm like, but I can do all these. What, like, that makes me a better artist? No, you need to pick one. And then the second time I went, he's like, I told you last time, you got to pick one. You're still too eclectic. And to me, I feel like, as an artist, the more you can do, like, if I can do Broadway and opera and Johnny Cash and Adam Lambert and U2 and Muse, and why not? So
Post
that's
Malone's
like,
doing
I
it,
think,
right?
yeah, I think so. That's what I run into. I think with a lot of a lot of agents and stuff, they want you to have an identity. You're a pop artist, you're a rock artist.
Yeah.
You gotta shoot. And I'm like, I'm not that. I think right now I'm just trying to see what hits. I got, in the last few months, I released the Rotting Corpse, which is like a hard rock song. I released a
Right.
new wave 80s song. I released a pop song, like a club you know, a party pop song, and I released like a song in Japanese because somebody taught me how to read, like pronounce the words how they're, you know, how they're read. And so I'm trying to like kind of like get everywhere and see what hits, and then maybe I can choose something from there. But otherwise, I just enjoy to hit whatever genre I can, you know.
Where do you see the most activity from your videos? Like on which platforms?
Um, Oddly, it's Facebook. I
Hmm.
mean, Facebook's hitting a lot. I think a lot of that has to do with, you know, YouTube. I post my videos. Facebook, you know, people can communicate with me. They can message me, friend me, and I got a lot of people on my friends wall from all the years of doing music, and so they just share stuff for me. Um, but yeah, I'm starting to run ads now. I think that's
Oh,
how you
nice.
guys saw it because yeah,
Yeah, I saw the sponsored ad. I
yeah,
mean, I'm looking at those all day long, so I'm constantly getting them, scrolling and clicking to see who looks good, who interesting, who's not, and yeah, it's been very effective. It looks like for you.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm running another promotion now. I think in the last week I went from like 9 plays on Spotify to 1,200. So I'm
Nice.
trying to build up Spotify now, so you can you can link people from like before the ad was, because honestly I didn't know how to do ads. So the first time I ran a Rotting Corpse ad, it was like message me. So this time I'm linking this my Spotify so that people can play that instead of messaging me, and then that way it's building up my Spotify count. So
It's awesome. And it looks like you've got a song Unwanted that was on KPRI radio and
yeah,
also doing well.
it was on once KPRI San Diego, and that was my first original song.
Nice.
And aside from playing on the radio, I don't think it's really gotten out there. So I might have to revisit it and promote it. I did re-record it.
Reissue.
Yeah. Definitely reissue.
Yeah, I re-recorded it about 6 months ago and re-released it, but I never promoted it. So
Yeah, promotion's everything. That's what a lot of artists fail to realize. You can put it all out, but you still gotta promote it because you
mm.
got so many people competing. What are you doing,
Well,
Fresh? You
that's
looking
that.
sneaky. Sorry, Fresh is looking real sneaky. He was like, I know recording distracted me. Go ahead, Mike. My bad.
Well, until I have somebody that's kind of like consulting me now, but before that, the reason I wasn't promoting is like you asked what platform is most active right now, it's Facebook, but if I put a cover on YouTube, it blows up. So it's like I'm putting my covers on YouTube and I'm getting like 1,000 views and 800 views and stuff. And then if I put a cover out, I get like 10 views. I'm like, why is this happening? And so this consultant guy's like, when you put a cover out, everybody knows it and they see
Yeah.
it, and then you did a good job on it. So then they share it, and, but when you put your original out, nobody knows what that is,
Yeah.
and you need to promote your original stuff. So, and I was my mindset, because I'm saying I'm technical, but I'm not marketing. So my mindset is if they're listening to my covers, then they're going to listen to my originals, and that's not the case.
Right.
So yeah.
So you was almost on the main stage of X Factor, and have you done any live performances outside of that?
Oh yeah, I've done a lot. So
Okay.
um, it's posted on my Facebook, artist page right now. I did the 4th of July for Rancho Bernardo, which is in San Diego. They're a big event, so I was in the parade. I did the national anthem and 2 songs.
Oh, nice.
They asked me to do that, and then I do. There's like a Japanese festival that is like once a year or twice. They do a festival and then do a competition, and I'm a judge in the competition, a guest singer, and then I do a song in the festival, which has to be Japanese. So I do that every year. I did my own like one time like mini tour around the area with a band that was patched together with other artists from the area that knew me, and they're like, let's do like a one-time thing. But yeah, I've done live, but just not that often because I don't have a band, and I don't know. It's just because how I think. But every time I try to put a band together, they kind of like are flaky or don't show up and stuff. And so in my mind, I'm like, you know, I don't want to do this anymore because But some people told me musicians are like that. You have to keep trying. But yeah, I just don't have any luck forming a band because they said they're gonna meet and then they don't show up, and I got tired of
Wasting your
you
time.
know, yeah, wasting my time. So
You understand that for sure.
yeah,
We have that
Okay,
issue
but
sometimes with guests.
Don't, I was about to
yeah.
say, don't even go there. I know what you're about to go to.
It's musicians. It goes with the territory.
It does.
Yeah, for sure. Was there any specific place that you performed at that was your favorite, or like you had a great experience at more than any other? Something that sticks out to you? Maybe that parade. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that would be the highlight because it was like I got the parade, I got like you got like a dinner, you got like on the stage they gave me like professional photos of me up on the stage, and then
Okay.
also one major thing I got there is I believe it was Scott Peters. He's from Congress. He gave me a congressional certificate of recognition from the United States Congress for my vocal ability. So I have that I can frame. It's got like the seal of the Congress and stuff on it. And so yeah, that was a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know a lot of musicians that have any congressional certificates like that. You know,
Yeah.
I've not met anybody who's got any. First, you got any of those?
No,
Yeah, because
not for music, anyways.
you got Canada's giving out what participation trophy ones just for you being a citizen.
Nah, for like, not for singing, bro.
Do you have some government? Man, Canada's government ain't giving out no certificates, man. You crazy.
Yeah, I know, because clearly doing shows with Americans, I definitely only know Canadian people.
Yeah. glad you know. Just keep to the truth. You'll feel better.
You're Canadian as well by that standard.
What?
Yeah,
How am I Canadian?
Or I don't know you.
You're in California, Micah?
Oh yes, I am.
How do you like living out there on the West Coast? Everybody's
Um,
always mixed reviews depending on who they are. Some people love it. The weather's beautiful, from what I hear.
Personally, I haven't left California. I grew up in California, and I've tried to like check other states, and I just end up thinking I don't want to leave California right now, even though it's getting to the point where I might not be able to afford it. But like right now,
Heard
I'm
that.
lucky because I live like a block from the beach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
So,
always
Yeah.
good.
You got to be close to the beach. If you live in California, I live in Florida. If you're not by the beach, why are you in those states?
well, I mean, a good question, except for the fact that even when I lived inland and I went to Colorado and then I went to Las Vegas and I'm like, Colorado was like bone chilling cold and Las Vegas was like 95 degrees at like 10 at night. I'm like, okay, this is neither one of the like, no, I can't do this. I can't do it.
Well, Florida's
So,
like that. Florida's like 135 degrees at night. I don't know how Stash
No, it's
does it.
not. It is not.
Yeah, right, man.
It was 68 when I woke up this morning, and it's gonna be 68 tomorrow. It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah,
pretty
for a
much,
day.
yeah,
It's
pretty much the
Arizona
same
that's
here.
bad.
Oh yeah, don't even get me like Arizona. I went out to Arizona and for one of those X Factor auditions where they had like this machine set up. You had to go to Tempe. So I drove there in one day and back, and I'm like, Arizona not only is like scorching hot, but it's like literally like everywhere you drive is just the same thing. It's just flat desert, like that doesn't change. Like it looks like you're on one of those like uh, uh, a blue screen or green screen or whatever, and you're just like pretending you're
Yeah,
driving. You're just like
yeah. Did you ever run into those little crazy trash pigs in Arizona? The javelina pigs.
I don't even know what that is. No.
Oh man, I must have been one of the lucky ones. It's almost like a chupacabra or something. But the hotel I was staying at had them out back, and there were these little tiny pigs. It sounded like somebody was killing somebody. It was just like, "Rah!" Like screaming and all this crazy rustling. I had to
Oh
go
wow.
I had to go ask the hotel. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna call the cops or something. Somebody's being murdered out back." And they're like, "Hold on." They stepped outside and heard it. And nah, that's just little trash pigs. I was like, "What do you mean? What is a trash pig?" And that's what it is, a little hairy looking crazy pig. It gets in the trash. They run in
They're
packs.
Small?
Huh?
That's
They're
weird.
small?
Yeah, they're not that big. It's
That's
weird. That's what I'm saying. I'd never seen them or heard of them anywhere until I went to Sedona, Arizona, and they were like, "No, that's normal. That's just trash pigs."
That's funny.
That's interesting.
Never knows what other states are hiding, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
live near. I don't want to live near trash pigs.
They're a lot louder than raccoons getting in your trash. I can tell you that.
Yeah, you don't
Way
hear the
louder.
raccoon.
Nah, yeah, you hear these. They sing to you. It's the worst song you ever heard.
That's crazy.
Are you working on a new song now? Is there something new going to be released?
Yeah, I'm working on a holiday song now, and it's gonna be like it's either gonna come out somewhere between a Michael Bublé and Josh Groban like here we're shifting genres again, but yeah, so it's gonna be that kind of genre. Really like coming back into the classical slash, crooner vibe
Holiday song.
holiday song. Yeah, I think that works best. I don't want to do a hard rock holiday song.
Which
No,
which holiday in particular? Just for the winter season, or
Oh,
is there one?
just I it's kind of Christmas leaning, but I try to keep it holiday so I can kind of like include everybody. So it's like,
Okay, I
about
was just meant like I didn't know if you were including like Halloween and other stuff in this
oh,
winter
no.
season, but yeah, if it's just Christmas,
For the holidays, so like
Hanukkah, everything.
candy canes and goodies baking in the oven and
I got you.
stuff like that. Like yeah. So,
That's good.
but
That type of music always does good. Well, it does good for that time of the year. They can get a lot of streams, and then later in the year, it's kind of like, unless it's a really universal song that can go over.
Mariah
But like,
Carey lives off of "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
well, that's what I was gonna say. You
Yeah.
don't when you have something like that, or one-eyed, one-horn fly, purple people eater.
Yeah.
Whoever owns the royalties of that song has been getting paid for years, every Halloween.
Yeah. No, this year I'm because I'm trying to bang out a lot of stuff. I'm just going basic because it's holidays is one and done, and then so I'm just kind of I'm not going extreme on it. Like the Corpse song, I kind of worked a lot on it, but
That's
this
kind
one
of
is
a
going to be
Halloween
just
song, actually.
yeah. Well, that's what I wanted to release it for Halloween, but I wanted
Yeah.
to be kind of shocked. I wanted to be like where people would be like, "Sweet rotting corpse, what the heck?"
Yeah.
Like not just like this is Halloween from Nightmare Before Christmas. Very like, but
Right.
something that would just be like, not only is it Halloween, not only is horror, but it's kind of like not controversial, but it is controversial. It's like an
Yeah.
adult version of The Corpse's Bride, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, that sells too. Like the
Yeah.
Twilight series and all that, the adult female books and movie series. Well, I don't say female, but those are actually dirty. People don't understand how dirty, and I don't. I'm not the correlation is not. That's not the correlation I'm trying to make to your song, but those artists are actually really dirty in their songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, that you get that same type of reaction, I think, by doing that type of stuff in certain ways. So makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Your timing on all that's perfect. Smart.
What did you use to put the video together?
I used AI for that particular video because I couldn't, and of course I couldn't film those scenes.
Right.
But I believe I used Galaxy AI, which is the first program I've come across that doesn't charge you like 20 minutes, $20 for every 8 seconds.
They're expensive, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All the ones I've seen are expensive.
Yeah.
Did
But,
the Galaxy AI, was it able to make it one whole video, or did you still have to like prompt it and then take the clips and kind of make the whole video yourself after making each piece?
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't make it. It doesn't do the whole video straight. It I have to prompt it, but I know I kind of like knew the tricks to, like I said, to AI, so I kind of like know how to kind of prompt it so it kind of flows.
Yeah,
So every 8 seconds, you see there is a different prompt that I typed in,
I
and I
got
think the only time it changes, I think like one time the guy doesn't have the beard, and the rest of the time he does, and I think that's just like the only time it kind of, you know,
Hey,
glitched,
the
but
guy might
it
not
worked.
shaved. He might not have shaved for that scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't always shave for every scene.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be a really cool music video though. Someone who like had like a long beard, and then they did it like a whole time lapse of the video where they had the long beard, then they had it cut off in parts of it, then the long beard was back, but it was a different time of the long beard, a different little color. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I like that.
But it's crazy how AI has come. So I had a previous song. It was called War. I think I had to name it War Royal Blood because CD Baby was saying the title was too short or something like that. And so that AI video is kind of like Flipbook. So it's not, and that's how all you could do back then was like a year and a half ago. I have to say,
Right.
back in the old days was Flipbook, and so that was my first attempt at using it. That song was composed, not AI. It was composed by a person that writes movie soundtracks.
Oh, nice.
But the video was the first time I, dabbled in AI, and it's all like medieval, and like it's basically kind of like feeding into the He-Man universe in a way.
Okay.
And so, yeah, but it's kind of crazy how you go from Flipbook to like full video in like about a year and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, AI's moving fast, real fast.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A year ago, Frame hated it. Now he loves it.
Well, no. Me and AI have a love-hate relationship. I love it for the things that it can do, like save a lot of time and save money, but I hate it for the other things that it can do also.
Hate it for the thing that it is,
Yeah.
what it represents.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole episode, probably a whole series on that whole topic for sure. It's just the music side alone, I don't think people really are grasping how far ahead it has come. Just different AI music tools, and it's getting crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
even like what 4 months ago or 5 months ago, what you could do compared to what VO and Sora 2 can do now, like VO 3 and Sora 2 can do now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
You see Demon Dan use Sora 2 to have him flying around in space and then dive into his little muddy cup.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see it? Demon Dan?
No.
He's put out a couple Sora ones with himself in it. One of them has got
So
super long red dreads.
I have VO because I use Google Gemini, right?
Yeah, me
so
too.
you have VO for like, I think you have like 3 free generations a day with your Gemini subscription. But I also, for content creation, I have Envato, and Envato has access to all of that. And I guess they have like some super business plan. So with Envato, I have unlimited generations on everything. So if you sign up for Envato, like you get all the like video assets, all stock assets, fonts, stuff like that, but you get access to all of the AI suite, which includes like I guess it's Google Nano Banana, Google Gemini, and VO, Sora, like all the different AIs.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been having I've been having fun with AI because like I had mentioned that war song. I originally did it. It's just me singing it, and then I went back and I saw that with AI I can like turn my voice into like a female voice. So I redid that song where it's like the queen is singing and the knight singing back to her, and I sound like Rihanna. Like it's
Oh, that's cool.
kind of crazy. Yeah. So it's kind of cool. I like that. It's fun to play around. Play around with things.
For sure. Now, the He-Man sounding song and then a couple other songs you talked about you've made sound like they could be in any type of movies, like cinematic song. So
Oh yeah.
so outside of the He-Man one, which if they did a He-Man remake, obviously you'd want that song to get in there. Out of the characters in your background, the Star Wars, the Godzilla, I can't see some of them. I think I see a Hulk up there and a Joker. If there was another movie to come out for one of those, which one would be the one you'd be most excited if you could get a song on there in a cinematic spot?
Oh, I think I'd have to say Batman because
Oh yeah,
it has the dark feel like that. My background's more like gothic, you know, and I think that it has if they stick with the original Batman, like they always have Batman more dark, I think I could, get something put together that would work with a Batman movie.
yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
Batman? You mentioned it gets darker and darker. Is Batman going to kill somebody yet in the movie? Finally, is that going to happen? Fresh,
Um,
why are you shaking
I
your
don't,
head for?
I don't think that's necessary. I think that's more like a Punisher slash like Deadpool, like that the kind of
Yeah,
like hardcore, like the anti-heroes where they're not really like they're a hero because they, you know, help out, but they're still kind of like they're not quite there yet.
They're
I
not
mean,
playing
let's
by
be
the
clear,
same
bro.
sort of rules.
If it wasn't a cartoon or comic, the things that happen to some of these guys would definitely kill them.
Oh, no, yeah, I know for sure. Especially in the original Batman movies, I think he like shot his missile out and blew the guys out of the way, but that wouldn't have been real
yeah.
life. You know,
Oh yeah, like the old show too, where they had the
With
old
Adam
yeah,
West.
with Adam West with the
yeah,
old boat that would come up out and they'd shoot missiles out of that little torpedoes and all that. Yeah,
yeah,
those torpedoes weren't just knocking anybody out; those were torpedoes.
yeah.
That was a
It was
great
like
show.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it's like
that's a great answer.
Bam and Pow and
Yeah. Bam, pow,
Kabam.
Yeah,
yeah.
kaboom. Yeah. So tell
good
me, how did
choice.
you get inspired to do this Hikari no Michi song?
So, like I said, I do Japanese because I go weekly to there's a local place that does they call it singing practice, but it's basically karaoke. It's like noon on Sundays, and it's Japanese people, and so I go there and I do English songs, and they like me to do the English songs because they like American, But then they're like they wanted me to learn like a couple Japanese songs to do their festival because they said, oh, you're a great singer, but our festival is only Japanese. So I learn a couple of the Japanese songs and do it at the festival. And then I realized, wait a minute, if I can take my lyrics and put it into my song program and ask it to translate it into Japanese, um, maybe it would make a song. And so it made this song, and then I went there. It kind of like helped me like fine tune my pronunciation because like I literally don't know what I'm saying, but I know how to read it. And they're like the lady that read my lyrics and read what the song and knows what I sang. She's like, it's not exactly word for word your lyrics, but she's like, whoever wrote it for you knows how to translate from Japanese to or from American to Japanese, and it's not word for word, but it's more like how it would mean in Japan. And so like I didn't tell her it was AI, but that's one thing. It's kind of weird how AI knows how to translate, and it's not
Yeah,
only translating word for word, but it's translating like into a song that would mean more
Well,
in
it's like
Japanese than if
it's
like
translating colloquialisms too.
Yeah. So they were impressed. They're like, "Oh, that's an amazing song," And so, yeah, so I did that because, I just did that. I just did that song in the beginning of October at their festival, just a couple weeks ago.
Is it okay if we play that one as well?
Yeah. I like that one. It has an anime music video to it.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
夜空に星がささやく声、僕の心に夢を植える。静かな風が背中を押して未来の扉がそっと開く。光の道を歩いて行こう。迷いも恐れも捨てて進む。僕の中の光を信じて明日への道を描こう。深い波の中に一つの日、その輝きが僕を導く。涙が流れても止まらず、希望の花が咲き始める。光の道を歩いて行こう。夢を抱きしめて強く生きる。僕の声が空に響いて未来への歌を今歌おう。孤独の影に負けない心、風に乗って高く舞い上がる。すべての悲しみ抱きしめて、その先の平和を見つける。光の道を歩いて行こう。迷いも恐れも捨てて進む。僕の中の光を信じて明日への道を今描こう。
Ooh, that's a fire video.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for any anime vibe videos. I think people need to do more of that in all the genres. Should be
Yep.
even if it's like I don't know, a church song. It should be an anime video. Jesus anime. That's what I want to see. Fresh, get on there.
Jizame.
You want to see something?
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you trying to show us?
I'll show you a Jesus anime. Hold on.
Is there one?
Yeah, it's called Dragon Ball Z, motherfuckers. It has all the Jesuses, the Kais. Whoa, that's literally a Jesus anime. That's a crusade anime fighting a demon. It's crazy. Yeah. Did you create? Is that one of your AI? What is this? Huh?
I have no idea
I'm
what that is.
I'm making it right now.
Oh, I gave you the idea and you immediately started prompting.
No, he didn't give me the idea. You think you just said that? How fast could I have prompted that?
So you've been
Saved
working on
my
a
camera.
Jesus anime in
Yes,
secret?
yes.
All right, I'm really distraught now. How I'd guess that without knowing it. This looks scripted as hell. But I promise, I had no idea that Fresh was working on a Jesus anime or anybody for that matter.
I just eat steak and make Jesus animes.
You learned something new, Frame.
So I have
About
no
Fresh.
shorts. Too busy making Jesus animes.
There's 3 image prompts.
It'll get you attention, that's for sure.
When you're putting that out, when you're dropping the Jesus anime, you got a name for it?
No, it's just 3 pictures, bro. I don't know.
Oh, so you did take. I said the idea and you took it automatically. Don't try to pretend.
No,
How long you been
I-
working on those 3 pictures then?
Here, I'll read you the exact date when they were created. Oh, today at 11:11 a.m. Look.
That's weird.
At 11:11.
And it's almost 11 now. It's funny.
Uh-huh.
This all looks really weird and scripted, except for that's the steak dust on your shoulder there. You got some steak residue or something.
Nope.
No, it's just
Tie-dye
dog.
shirt.
Oh, is it what? A tie-dye shirt?
Yeah, here, let me
Oh, no,
zoom my
he's
camera out.
Don't do your magic camera BS. Yeah, I guess
Got it
it's kind of
everywhere.
tie-dye. I don't know,
Got it
man.
everywhere. Or what's called acid washed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's tie-dye.
No, it's acid wash.
The Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Cool. He's one of my favorites. I liked when he dressed up as the girl, but that's a different story.
You like when Bugs Bunny dressed up like a girl or Fresh?
No, not Fresh.
Oh, okay.
I never dressed up as a girl.
Yeah, okay, Zelensky, I hear you.
I can't say that I haven't.
You can't say that you haven't.
Yeah.
You can't say that you haven't.
bro.
He's from Florida, man. He's from Florida, man. They do all, the Florida man files are real. They're deep.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Way back in the swamps.
Oh no, not the swamps. That's crazy. Man.
That's crazy work, bro.
Swamps.
Bro's out here swamping it.
With the gators.
Oh no, man. All right. Let's get back on track here. This is chaos. We ran off the rails here. Fresh, do you have any quick fire questions tonight?
Quick fire questions.
Yeah, you're the quick fire guy who does that whole segment.
We have segments.
Yeah.
Where am I? Is this a show?
The next segment is the Human Centipede finale.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, you ain't seen what AI can do yet, can you? Well, you about to.
I quit.
I am out of here.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure, folks. Like 58 minutes, 45 seconds. This has been great. We love you and good night.
Nothing like following up a Jesus anime pitch with a Human Centipede reference. That's how you do
That's
it.
crazy.
Things go pretty quickly around here.
Yeah. 0 to a million real quick.
And then back to 0.
Yeah, exactly. Then I'll be sleeping in 3.2 seconds. All right, so I'm gonna ask you some quick fire questions. Just give me like a 1 or 2 sentence quick answer, whatever comes to your head as soon as you.
Okay.
If you had to describe your writing style as a weapon or a tool, what would it be and why?
Tool, just because I don't know how to say why. It's a tool to get my music out there.
Do you have a go-to ritual or habit that helps you get into the zone before recording?
No. Writing maybe I have to kind of get quiet and wait for it to come to me. But when I record, I literally just go and record. Yeah.
Have you ever created a song that you loved but you chose not to release it, and if so, why?
Yes, there's one song. It's about my previous girl, and it's kind of like it was the lyrics were really cool because it's like Katrina, the hurricane, but but it's not good to release it. I don't want to for her to get mad at me now, so I just rather leave it as is.
What's a lesson you've learned about the industry that you wish you knew earlier in your career?
That you either have to be lucky or you have to know somebody to really get anywhere.
What's one genre or musical style that you'd love to experiment with in the future that you haven't already?
I got to be honest with you, I don't know because I literally have done everything except streaming rock, and I don't really want to do the blah 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 stuff. So, yeah, I don't have an answer. I think I've done everything.
What about a
I've
rap?
touched everything.
Have
I
you done
do.
rap?
I collaborate with a rapper like on the weekly basis. He has me do some raps, and he has me mostly like sing. He wants to do like have like somebody singing and then him doing rap, and he's had me do some raps too. So I literally have done rap. I do Gangsta Paradise all the time at karaoke.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The fresh freeze? Did the rapid fire stop?
Uh-oh.
Oh, there he
there we
is.
go.
Yeah.
My internet skipped or something real quick. I lost everybody.
The time continuum.
Yeah. Okay. If someone made a movie about your life, what would the theme song be?
Oh, I don't know. I probably want it to be like something like kind of like my war song, which is very cinematic and medieval sounding. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I kind of like I said, I'm kind of like gothic-y, so I kind of like something that or something like the Batman theme, something kind of like a mixture of the two. Maybe like Sting from WCW.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who would you
how
want
does
to
you
play you in the movie? He always never forgets that. Or he always never asks that.
Oh, I don't remember actors' names that much because I just like working on music, but I guess a lot of people tell me that I look like the guy who plays Bucky and Winter Soldier. So I guess him.
I don't know that guy's name either.
I don't either, but
So I think that's the
people want
only
him.
thing he's been in that's big, ain't it? So far. It's been anything
Yeah,
else?
so far. I don't know. I know a lot of people want him to play like Luke Skywalker because they think he looks like Luke Skywalker when he was young too. So I don't know, but
What are they
I don't know why.
gonna do? What era of Luke Skywalker, would they do? Like his teenage years in the middle or something? Because they kind of
Well,
touched on his kid.
because they're doing the Mandalorian right now, and they have
Right.
like an AI Luke Skywalker, and then they want to do like 10 or 20 years after the Mandalorian. They still want to have Luke Skywalker, and so people are pushing for him to be it because they said he looks very close to what Luke Skywalker would look like now, or in that time period. So
That's interesting.
yeah.
Right. Go ahead, Fresh. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the fast fire.
How does your approach to music reflect the way you live your life outside of music?
It's totally different because I'm pretty much boring. I work in retail and I have boring jobs and I don't really do anything interesting, and music's pretty much like a different take on my life. So they don't really intertwine at all. I'm not partying and doing the rock star lifestyle.
What's the most surreal experience you've had so far making music?
think it probably has to be like getting to be in the parade and getting the recognition from a congressman and all that stuff. I think that was like the craziest thing that's happened so far to me.
And if you could work with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
It would probably either be Bono, because he's basically how I started, like through the one campaign, U2 doing his song. And then if not Bono, then Coldplay or Muse, because I do their songs a lot, and it's just kind of like all three of them, those songs can just literally like slip in. I don't even have to think about them.
Cool. Well, that's my fast fire questions.
Nice. Very nice. Mike, got any more questions for Micah?
I'm good.
Did you get
It's been
too
interesting.
stoned,
It's been exciting.
Oh yeah, you had a dentist thing today, man. You're probably tired, huh? Never mind. Yeah, so there was another question. What's the other question we always ask, Fresh? It's like one more question. It's not part of the fast fire. What's that question? Do you remember?
Yeah, top five rappers, dead or alive.
Well, I don't listen to rap that much, so I'm gonna say John Gloves Taylor, because he's the guy I'm working with. You can find his collaborations on my Facebook page. And then I guess I'd have to go with Coolio, because I do Gangsta Paradise. And then I guess I could finish it up with probably 50 Cent and Kanye, and I can't really think of anybody else. I don't I don't listen to rap that often, even though I work on it weekly.
No, that was a good answer.
Those are all good ones.
But that wasn't a question, Fresh. There was a question that's not that question. I thought there was one more question that we always ask that we didn't ask this episode. Not one of the dumb ones.
How you feel about AI?
No, we talked about
We already
AI
talked
the
about
whole
that.
time. Maybe
So
that's
what?
what I was. Maybe that's what I was thinking.
It's because we usually ask it like that, but we just went into talking about AI.
That's true. Okay, that's what it is. All right, perfect. Well, Mike, it's a pleasure having you. If you got any music, well, I know you got music, but tell everybody where they can find your music and follow you at and subscribe and support you.
Yeah, so you can find me on Facebook, YouTube, all social media under MyekahBeyond. So that's spelled MyekahBeyond and then BEOND. You can also find me on myekah.com, myekah.com is my website. And that's pretty much it. You can find me on all streaming services under MyekahBeyond.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely. Go follow Drip Music X on Twitter and YouTube if you're out there and you're an artist and you want to get on here and interview and get some backup support, some promo and stuff. Let us know.
We're here.
Peace. Oh, no, maybe not.